Just before 1 a.m., a quiet residential street in Hounslow becomes the last place Tyreece Scott ever stands. No warning, no time to run. A flash of violence, then the sound that follows, a stabbing that was never meant to be personal. Just business. Tyreece Scott was 24. In the early hours of 16 January 2024, he was fatally stabbed on Hibernia Road, Hounslow, and died despite emergency efforts. What happened next? What police uncovered? What prosecutors argued? What a jury accepted built into a clear picture. This was a killing rooted in the ugly, territorial world of drug dealing, where turf can matter more than human life. Public reporting and official investigation coverage identified Tyreece Scott as a Hounslow man, 24 years old, whose death sent shockwaves through West London. The court heard there was no evidence he knew the attackers or had met them before, a detail that makes the randomness feel even colder. The court timeline places the attack at shortly before 1 a.m. on 16 January 2024. Tyreece was stabbed in the chest on Hibernia Road, a quiet street and ordinary place turned into a crime scene in seconds. Prosecutors described the background as drug dealing and territory, a kind of conflict where the victim doesn't have to be the target in a personal sense to be treated like one. One prosecutor's statement captured the brutal uncertainty. We will never know the precise reason why Tyreece Scott died that night. Two men were put at the centre of the attack. Abdullah Abdi, also reported as dry in some local coverage of Western Avenue, Acton. Ben Laying of the Brom Road felt a jury at the Old Bailey, Central Criminal Court, convicted both men of murder. Abdi was also convicted of possession of bladed article. Two others, Rida Mohammed and Morgan Allen, were convicted of perverting the course of justice, linked to helping the killers evade capture in the aftermath. This case didn't break on one lucky tip. It broke because modern investigations leave very little room to hide. Investigators pulled CCTV, tracked mobile phone data, and used a GPS tracker on a hire car, a tight digital rope that followed the suspect's movements. Then there's the detail that became infamous: a distinctive Louis Vuitton man bag seen on CCTV. After the murder, the attacker dumped clothes, but reportedly kept the bag, and it helped link him to the footage. Police also recovered phone searches like Hounslow stabbing, described as vital evidence during the trial. And when the net tightened, the arrests came. Reports say Lay and Abdi were arrested at Stansted Airport after returning to the UK after fleeing abroad. The Old Bailey trial resulted in murder convictions for Abdi and Laying. Both received life sentences with minimum terms of 22 years, reported in multiple outlets. For the two convicted of perverting the course of justice, coverage reports Rida Mohammed received 4.5 years, while Morgan Allen received